Some call it headstrong, others a deep-seated discipline. Regardless, these men and women share one thing: a fearless determination to face anything that comes their way. Because exceptional beef is what they're all after. Out here, a day's work doesn't fit into 8 hours. And lunch doesn't conveniently get served at noon. Because it's winter at Broth Ranch in Mountain City, Nevada. And the height of calving season. In a season at this ranch, as many as 220 new calves can be born. And of course, there is no control of whether it'll happen during the day or in the middle of the night. The vigilance of Dennis and Marcia Broth and their family to keep both the cows and their calves healthy comes with a reward that's hard for most to understand. Their job is their life, and taking part in creating exceptional beef is the job they love. Raising cattle on the 70,000-acre Double R Ranch in Loomis, Washington is a family affair, meaning everyone is expected to contribute, including the littlest of helpers. While the kids fit in chores before and after school, it's time for Kent and Lana Clark to saddle up and join their crew of cowboys. It's late spring, and time to move 350 head of cattle up to the cooler forested mountains to graze. However, getting them there takes patience, skill, and the steadfast service of a cowboy's best friend. Making sure cows and their calves move at a comfortable pace up the mountainside is important. These cattle will be rotated in high mountain pastures for the rest of the season. Once the weather turns, and as winter approaches, it will be time to bring the cows and their calves back down the mountain. In running a ranch, there are a few things you can always count on. The days are long, sleeping in is never an option, and the passion to produce exceptional beef is proudly in their blood. It's 4:30 in the morning when a glow can be seen on the horizon. The cattle trucks are coming. And just like every other day, a lot needs to get done. Jess Painter and his crew meet early to go over the day's assignments. After sorting, and then loading the morning's cattle to ensure a comfortable trip to the processing plant, it's time to receive the new arrivals that have been grazing on pastures around the Northwest. Here, they will slowly transition to a more grain-based diet in their new environment for roughly the next 140 days. At Boise Valley Feeders in Parma, Idaho, taking care of the health and nutrition of up to 60,000 head of cattle over a year's time is a 24/7 job. Ensuring cattle comfort, filling the bunks with rich, nutritious feed. And daily health checks by the cowboys make for a long and tiring day, which is far from over. Today, veterinarian Dr. Del Miles is checking on all the cattle as part of his rounds. He knows that healthy cattle are critical to producing the highest quality beef. If one steer or heifer is exhibiting any abnormal symptoms, that animal will be individually cared for. Animal welfare is the top priority for everyone working at and with Boise Valley feeders. At the other end of the feed yard, Agri subsidiary Performix Nutrition Systems has just rolled in with their truck, delivering a rich, nutritionally balanced supplement of vitamins and minerals suspended in sweet molasses that has been custom formulated by a professional cattle nutritionist. The mill is the kitchen for the cattle, and this special blend will be mixed in with the feed to ensure a perfect balance of palatability and nutrition. It's also harvest season, and local grains are coming in on trucks straight from the field. This is one of the busiest times of the year, but the entire yard crew is up for the challenge. Over 90,000 tons of corn, wheat, alfalfa, and other natural ingredients will need to be received and stored to ensure adequate feed for the cattle until next year's harvest season rolls around again. Meanwhile, the cattle waste that is produced is far from a nuisance. It's a valuable resource that will be carefully composted and sold back to the same local farmers who will be growing the feed crops for next year's harvest. It's a sustainable rotation that ensures almost complete recyclability from year to year. Everyone here knows keeping cattle healthy, comfortable, and growing is their critical role in creating exceptional beef. Plant manager Jesse Castaneda greets his fellow employees as another busy day gets underway at Agri-Beef's Washington beef plant in Toppenish, Washington. Look into their eyes, and you'll feel the dedication they have to bring every Agri-Beef customer the safest and highest quality beef. In order to produce these premium beef brands, Snake River Farms, Double R Ranch, St. Helens, and Rancho El Oro, Agri-Beef's Washington beef plant must run like clockwork. Every day begins with a full 8-hour sanitation shift as the employees work through the night to ensure the plant is clean and ready for the day crew. Anticipating the arrival of the cattle trucks, employees begin arriving around 5 a.m., each having their own roles in beef processing, whether it's in receiving, grading, processing, value-added production, sales, shipping, or any of the other steps in between. Their focus is relentless. For Danny Perez from the Quality Assurance Team, it means collecting samples to be tested to ensure that the entire food safety system is working, including the 24+ intervention steps. Today, he's preparing samples for one of the rigorous third-party audits that occur on a regular basis. It's not different than any other day, but he knows that the audit is a valuable tool and a critical component of the plant's ISO and HACCP food safety certifications and the company's Global Food Safety Initiative. Safety of the beef and safety of the over 900 employees is the #1 priority for everyone at the plant. While safety is always a priority, sustainability and environmental stewardship is in the company's DNA. Adana Avila, maintenance superintendent, and Renee Sanchez, technician, are in charge of maintaining the systems for the plant's new biogas operation that captures the methane from the beef production process and converts it into energy, displacing nearly 20% of the facility's annual natural gas needs. Adon and Renee's skill are critical in helping the company continually reduce its impact on the environment. Regardless of how long the hours or continuous the tasks, there's one feeling that everyone here shares. There's great pride in producing exceptional beef. If anything tests you, it's preparing a restaurant for a packed house craving the best steaks in town. Yet, this is a challenge Eric Hellner, executive chef at Seattle's Metropolitan Grill, embraces nightly. After receiving the morning deliveries, there's a lot of prep to do in a few short hours before hundreds of hungry guests arrive. As the front of the house preps the tables, the kitchen is alive and cooking. The premium steaks are being readied, seasoned to perfection, and turned on the wood fire flames, sending the aroma of the finely grilled beef throughout the house. Right before showtime, up to 350 steak dishes a night will find their way to the tables of guests. Yet, as each steak leaves the kitchen, Chef Hellner feels confident his customers will agree on one thing: this is exceptional beef. Meanwhile, as Chef Hellner and his staff at the Metropolitan Grill are busy delighting customers with the best steaks in town, halfway around the world, it's midday in downtown Taipei. The families of Taiwan's capital city are in Mayful Fine Foods, a sleek and ultra-modern grocery store, looking for healthy and nutritious beef options for tonight's dinner. Every step of Agri-Beef's beef supply chain has led up to and made it possible for this family to eat exceptional beef.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank you, our farmers, ranchers, suppliers, distributors, retailers, restaurateurs, and of course, our employees, for your dedication and never-ending passion to the principles of sustainability, total quality, animal well-being, and responsible business practices. It's all your efforts as real families and great people that allow Agri-Beef to produce exceptional beef. We could not do this without everyone's commitment, and we sincerely appreciate it.